Let's try to do quick revision of the cholera toxin. As you know very well, the cholera toxin is called as a Vibrio cholera. It is caused in the enterotoxin and it has monomeric subunit and pentameric subunit. They both are known as hexameric subunit. When we try to understand what's the cellular level process, you can see the plasma membrane is present here and intestinal cell is present this side. And this is extracellular side. Here you can see the GPCR receptor is present on the plasma membrane. In normal condition, what will happen? The GPCR signaling will attach with the ligand and ligand will activate the GPCR. So GIF get activated and GTP will bind on the alpha subunit. So what will happen? It will go towards the adenylate cyclase, means alpha subunit will go towards the adenylate cyclase and activate the CAM synthesis. So pKa concentration will increase and this pKa will attach with the chloride sodium water channels and it will release all the water from this particular channels. But when the cholera toxin enter in our body, completely different things gonna happen because it will continuously active these our channels. You can see here the cholera toxin is present here. The A subunit will enter in the cell with the help of ganglioside. The A subunit will do ADP ribosylation. So adenylate cyclase will be continuously active. So the ATP will synthesize CAMP. So the concentration of CAMP will be increasing and also the pKa concentration also increasing because CAMP is synthesizing pKa. So this pK will continuously activate the chloride and sodium and water channels. So the continuously water, sodium and some more electrolytes will enter from the body to the outside. So the diarrhea condition can happen and the electrolyte and water concentration decrease in the body. So we will take the ORS and another things for the regain of